In 3, 2, 1, welcome to the KD Ratio Podcast,
Whoa.
your place for all things nerd. I sound like a Nickelodeon commercial out of the 90s, don't I? Like where you're trying to like sell everybody
Just
on
high
shit.
on surge.
Tonight I'm William or Billy. On my right I got Dylan. On my left I got Kyle.
What
and
do you
we...
every other night?
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
I would.
Are we rolling? Are we rocking and rolling? We're rocking and
What's
rolling.
our nicknames today?
I don't have any. I'm a little flustered if you ask me. So we're going to dive right into the
If
conversations.
If you'd ask.
If you care about him at all.
Yeah, I had a drink here. Where'd my drink go?
I don't know. You're flustered. Did you even bring one in?
What happened?
I don't think you had a drink
I
there.
had a drink sitting right here.
No, you didn't.
Oh, that's depressing.
Oh, I put it on top of the computer.
To heat up?
Yeah. Is that good? Is that a good place to keep
I'm
it?
actually really sad now. GTA 6, 40 million copies sold in pre-order.
$80 for base, $100
$80 for base.
special.
What do they estimate? Revenue's already north of 3 billion. Not even memeing at this point. Like it's literally like that's insane.
This game made what did like 2 episodes we took a guess at how many copies were going to be sold. And I think we or like pre-orders. And
Yeah.
I think I said 100 million.
I remember whatever you said, I was thinking that was crazy, but maybe not so much anymore.
Well, when it comes out in November, right?
Yeah.
We're at 40 million. I would say that I'd be shocked if another maybe 10, 20 become.
It's probably
between
going to
then and now.
stagnate around there and then we might see a huge influx like in
Like
the
around
weeks
the
leading up
holidays.
to it.
Yeah.
Like pre-orders. Wise.
What does it look like to buy a video game for like your nephew these days?
You buy a code.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
like
it
you
doesn't
show
even
up at-
have a physical version.
Yeah.
It's online digital only.
I was just thinking that. Like, what do you just get him a gift card to
No, they-
PlayStation Network?
They do have a physical, but it has no
doesn't-
disc.
It comes with the code. Is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. There's no disc.
Oh boy.
So, did you guys pre-order it yet?
I
did.
don't have a console.
every-
Based on the thumbnail.
If everyone bought the most basic version, that's 3.1 billion for 39 million pre-orders at $80.
And I know for sure.
Not everybody did the.
No, they
basic.
bought the special edition because the special edition comes with an
That is actually crazy.
tattoo parlor, haircutting place, car shop, clothes shop.
The thumbnail makes it seem like I'm just so into it.
Yeah.
That photo was taken 4 years ago, but
You look good.
look good. No glasses.
It's before I
Happy-
stole his glass
It was when
or
he
his eyes.
still
Back when I used to get more than 6 hours of sleep a night.
Yeah, it was when
On
he
my good nights.
it was when he still had hope.
I have lots of hope.
My hope is in AI, not the human race.
But I've given up my dreams for humanity.
That's right. Oh yeah, so give me you guys his initial thoughts. Would you like me to go first to kind of lay the landscape on my perspective? You know what? Actually, I want to be the devil's advocate here because I know you guys both are spicy. You have your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, so as far as price, it was right where I guessed. It's gonna be 80. I'm not too upset about that because I think they do have the potential to be,
That's in line where
like
with what
a
makes
high
sense.
quality product. Where I have issues with is the $100 bump up for content that's in the game. We had a full discussion on our Discord about this, and I'm gonna try and like as eloquently as we had it in there put it is just that my belief in what makes this different from like an armor or a skin in a game is these are core aspects of the game that were in previous Rockstar games and were part of that price that you paid. Now they've been taken out, or they're still in the game, but you just don't have access to them unless you pay $20 more. And so that's where I'm spicy on it. I haven't pre-ordered it. I probably won't. At least not until I see any gameplay trailers or like
But like, what does pre-ordering
even do
give
now?
you?
Yeah.
That's my like. This is a completely different topic because this applies to all games now. Does it have a pre-order bonus?
I think it's
It
totally,
does.
I think it's totally valid to bring up the topic you're talking about right here.
Yeah.
The only reason I would pre-order it would be to preload it so I can play it
Yeah, but,
right when it
like,
comes out.
you can pre-order an hour before it comes out. Like,
Yeah.
you can. I just. We're losing like what made pre-orders special. There's no events.
They're not going to run out.
Yeah, they're not going to run out. It's not like a hardware that you're pre-ordering. It's literally a game that they'll have infinite access to. I don't know.
And it's not even there's no pre-access, like early access, at least that they've announced yet. So the only thing you get is to preload it,
I
so that on
guess
release day
it
you get
comes
to
with
play
the
it.
vintage Vice City pack, so rare cosmetic, and a car,
A garage.
and a month of GTA Plus, which I wouldn't utilize. So I guess there's some perks, but like you could literally pre-order it like 30 minutes before it came out and still get all those things. It's just weird to
Yeah.
me that we like. Why is the pre-order? I mean, if you're gonna charge $20 more for the like the upper tier, like just throw the pre-order bonuses onto that, or I don't know what the answer is here, but like pre-ordering used to be special. It came, but for one, the stuff it came with used to be cool, like
Yeah,
like actually
physical
worth
stuff.
it, physical things, memorabilia, like, and then for two,
Some of this stuff here.
yeah, like these are all came from like pre-orders and stuff like that. But for two, it like guaranteed that you were able to play it on launch night, whereas because the digital wasn't a thing before, so it's just weird all around for me. And I am very anti locking, like you said, locking things behind a paywall that already exist in game. To me, it's like making you pay extra for features that should just be the game. I kind of likened it to like imagine going to an MCU film and then having to pay $5 to see the end credit scene at the end of the movie. It's not going to change your experience for the movie. The movie's still the movie, but why are we paying an extra
Yeah.
$5 to see whatever the end credit?
That was
That's
it's already in the game.
Yeah, it's already part of that movie. It's already in the game. So like, I don't like it. I think it's a scummy practice, and it's not just gaming that does it. It's almost like all of everything now. But I just am not okay with it in anything. And so I feel like I don't want to even entertain the idea of getting that $100 version.
Yeah.
But I at the end of that I also recognize like it doesn't matter. Like people are gonna do it.
Yeah.
And they're gonna keep going because they're gonna make billions of dollars on this. They've already made $3 billion. The game hasn't even come out yet. Like if this game flops, which it won't because it's Rockstar, but like if this has like a Cyberpunk launch, can you imagine like
Oof.
the
PSN
catastrophe?
shutting down like downloads for GTA, like
Yeah,
they
like,
did for Cyberpunk.
this would be the worst thing that ever happened in gaming if it had like a Cyberpunk launch. It's not going to, but if it did, that would be insane.
So I looked back, and we sit here and we talk about GTA 6, like this, multi-billion-dollar project. It's gonna be something we've never really seen. I was shocked at why are we thinking about it this way? In reality, this is gonna be probably flame so many people, but like the really only like mainstream massive success other than maybe like San Andreas is like GTA 5. You look at hear me out.
Red Dead?
No. I'm
Red
talking
Dead
about
2
I'm
sold,
talking
like-
about specifically GTA, the
Okay.
GTA series.
Okay.
Okay. I went back and I saw like the number of downloads per game. And I think GTA 5 is the only one to break 20 million.
But wouldn't you say that that's just the market overall?
Like, do you think it's grown that much?
Yeah.
Like, you think back then they didn't have I
Games weren't
initially thought that.
accessible.
Well, I initially thought that. But then you have PlayStation 2, which was like the most successful console of all time. And so that really is not like the best use case, I don't think. But I guess what I'm saying is
GTA 5 was special for sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
But I think like when I look back, it's not like GTA. Now it's Rockstar and they have other titles that they've done well on. But it's not like GTA has been this fucking massive mainstream behemoth forever. It's really just the previous game being so good. So I was kind of shocked when I was looking at the data of because GTA in my mind, like, because it was always like really popular. I remember San
Yeah.
Andreas popping through, but like GTA 4 flopped. Like GTA 4 was not successful, and then GTA exploded. 5, excuse me, GTA 5 exploded, and then with GTA Online and all that shit that came around that. So it's kind of
I mean,
I
GTA
think
4
it's a
still
little
sold 25 million copies. That's still a success by any other studio's
sure,
measure.
sure.
I don't know what the budget was for that. Though.
25 million copies. I don't remember seeing that a number that high for that one when maybe I was looking at something that was wrong, but maybe I was looking at like
I
at
have it up right
launch or
here. I was
something.
curious.
But yeah, it was just I would have thought it was a game that was like on the level of like Mario, just from my of like how many people play it, but it's really not. It's GTA 5 was this behemoth, and now GTA 6 it's. And because when I think about it, it's like this is the biggest launch ever. It is just by budget, but they really have not.
But you're not disregarding, but you're Red Dead 2.
I'm not counting that as part of this. No,
You should.
I know I should.
That's where a lot of the
But
hype comes
if I'm
from.
just looking at the title for what it is, like this series, I think it's been big, but to what people are heralding it as of right now, I think is all because of where GTA 5 is.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I don't know
made
if
that
it's-
argument. I made that argument before, like when we were talking about this, where I'm like, people are putting this on a pedestal as if it's
Yeah.
gonna be like,
The
just
next.
the craziest gaming experience of their life. Like GTA 5 hit this sort of like popular mainstream. It got really popular in streaming for one, so that made it sell well. But before that, GTA 4 had sold 25 million copies, which is a huge success. But GTA 5 sold 230 million copies. So like, just because they did that doesn't mean we should automatically assume that this is going to be the greatest game of all time. It might be the highest selling game of all time, but I mean, that's not the sole contributing factor of what like makes a game great.
Yeah.
Like what,
Yeah, that's kind of I guess I'm more talking about like the trajectory is exactly what you're saying is 25 million is still an amazing, but then you compare that to 250 million or whatever you just said
Yeah.
of GTA 5. Like it's only recent success with this title. And so everyone's just saying everyone's thinking in their mind that it's going to be that kind of leap again.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to be. So that's kind of my nuanced. I just thought I was seeing that and I was reading the data and I'm like that's kind of interesting that it hasn't. It's been popular, don't get me wrong, but it's not. It didn't. None of their previous titles had that level of success. What before I chime in with my thoughts, I want to go back to one of your points that you made earlier, the around the core game systems being locked behind a paywall now in this Ultimate Edition. Go into that of like what your thoughts are on that explicitly and why you're upset by it.
Just because in previous Rockstar games, so I'm including Red Dead and GTA 5. What they're taking out, as in storefronts, have always been a core part of the game because the core part of the Rockstar game, I think to a lot of people is the role play or the ability to be like, I'm gonna go in the store and I'm gonna want to buy the clothes. I'm gonna check out the gun store. I'm gonna check out, and to me, the way they're doing it is worse because you have like Elder Scrolls where they have the horse armor, right? The horse armor is a specific piece of clothing and other microtransactions. It's specific pieces of clothing, but you still have access to like in-game stores that are in the game. And then you go to a cosmetic, web page or whatever to buy the cosmetics. This is a store in the game that's locked and you don't have access to it because you didn't pay the $20 extra. And I just think that's scummy. And it's just because they want money, obviously, but I don't like it.
My opinion on this, and I'm playing
real
devil's
quick before you
please go ahead.
jump into it, I have to say this on the topic of sales. There is such a huge discrepancy between first and second place and third place on number of copies sold.
Like all time of any game.
Yeah. So, the top 3.
Let me guess, Minecraft.
That's one of them. What do you think? It's first or second?
I think Minecraft's first.
Second.
Is it gonna be like some fucking like Tetris or
Tetris is number 1.
yeah.
So Tetris has sold 520 million copies.
That's crazy.
Minecraft has sold 400 million copies. Grand Theft Auto 5, third place, 230 million copies. And then fourth place, Red Dead 2, 85 million. So it goes from 230 million all the way down to 85 million to fourth place. I don't know why that is. It's just
That
it's
is
fascinating
incredible.
that fourth and third place are separated by over 100 million copies.
Yeah,
sold.
and I mean, in reality, Tetris. I don't even know if I count. Has anyone actually bought Tetris?
They're
It's like
literally
sold.
it's various developers. So it's not just one studio. To be
Yeah.
true. So like the highest
kinda
selling
weird.
game of all time from one studio
Minecraft.
is Minecraft.
And you said how many? 500?
400.
400.
400 million. Which the game I think had a production budget of like $10,000.
You know what's crazy? If we take Tetris out of it, the top 1, 2, and 3, Red Dead, Minecraft, and GTA 5. I've never bought either of any of those.
I bought all 3. Wii Sports is number 4.
Again, that's kind of a weird one
Yeah.
because it comes with it, but yeah.
Yeah, so
Game with
included
the
with the
Wii.
consoles.
Yeah.
What's surprising to me is where is it? One that came out of nowhere, Hogwarts Legacy,
No way.
is it's in the top 50.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
about right. Yeah. Hey, I think they're making a Hogwarts Legacy too, right?
The original
Didn't
what
I
I was
see
gonna
that?
say though is the original Super Mario Bros is not even in the top 50.
I wonder if it's hard to tell.
No.
Wait, the original? Oh,
The original, yeah.
interesting.
The first Nintendo game on here is Wii Sports. 82 million copies sold. And then after that is Mario Kart 8. 79 million.
Damn.
Anyways, don't mean to derail there.
They are
But-
working on a number 2. Hogwarts Legacy.
I'm so
They would have
excited
to be,
for that.
right? I mean,
I want it to be, give me all the nasty shit. Online, live service, microtransactions, battle pass.
you know, I never beat that game.
Your wife did.
She did. I got bored.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that was a fun world for me to play in. Did you like the combat?
I loved it. I love the gameplay, I love the combat. For me, I'm the opposite of you. That's not good enough to keep me involved. I need a good
Yeah.
story.
The story,
Yeah.
the story was
The
just
story was
meh.
very basic bitch
Yeah.
to me,
Yeah.
and I just
It really was. But what I loved is you could almost go in any order for the story, which was weird. It was like there was a linear path, but the way you approached each mission was different. And that's why I liked, because when I started the mission, I realized that I could get really good gear, because I started for whatever reason like in lock picking, or like whatever the magic version of lock picking is.
Alohomora!
Yeah, whatever. And I've like unlocked that first. I don't know why. And I picked this lock, and I got like a crazy chess piece or some kind of, I forget how it worked from like a gearing perspective. But I got something
Yeah.
that was hella good, and I was like, I am going to max this out before I do anything else, because I wanted to be the best geared. And so I had like a basic ass fucking broomstick, and I was like in end game areas, like picking locks, because it was like a total side quest thing, and it wasn't get kept behind any of the combat. And I just loved that I could go and do that without having to do, 7 hours of missions. And then, you unlock the level 2 version of lock, I
Yeah.
wanted to play it the way I did, and I just loved that game. It was so much fun.
So, do the devil's advocate.
Let me
They
do the
said-
devil's
yeah.
advocate. I do not understand. I guess I'll get to the devil's advocate part. I'll give you my approach first, because it's going to sound like I'm agreeing with them.
The
But
man who said that GTA 4 was a flop, by the way, just preface it with that.
Yeah.
do you think they'd say would agree with that?
No,
Because San Andreas outsold 4.
by 2 million.
But I mean, you want to see that number go up, not down, when you're making sequels, right?
Hold on, before I
Yeah,
Take
yeah,
you
yeah.
off again.
So
keep going.
here we go. So I saw the reaction. It was trending for like 3 days on Twitter, and I was reading everybody's reactions, and there's a few, I think, interesting points that people are making, but the overwhelming majority was exactly your point. How could they gatekeep, this skin behind, like this collector vendor behind, I can't go into the shop, and I should be able to have access to every zone in the area. I do not understand that perspective in the slightest. Why? Because for 10 years, we have had many games come out with day one DLC that if you buy the Ultimate Edition, you get an entire expansion with it or a bonus mission pack. And that to me is the exact same thing, core system or not. And at the end of the day, I think you can still, at the $80 edition, have a true GTA experience. And the fact that you can't walk into a shop that otherwise would be open, I don't see that as problematic at all whatsoever. I think that is what you're paying, like just like the pre-order bonus that you're not going to be able to get post live, which in 2 years they'll do something where like the people are like, I need every skin in the game. They'll have a way to get it. But I don't see it as any different as that, especially if it's just like a singular shop. Even if it was like a whole story mission that you had to unlock that vendor, that's what you're paying the extra $20 for. And I don't see it. People were acting like we had never seen that type of monetization in a game before. And I was just shocked by that because I feel like of all things from what I've seen, I actually thought it was a pretty conservative launch monetization thing. I actually thought they were going to do some weird things where they were going to have their own subscription, which is like that's what the GTA Plus is, and they're trying to get you involved in it. But I thought the game was going to launch at $100, not $80. I was on that. I was in that camp thinking that. It doesn't sound like they're doing any weird like daily battle or like battle pass thing that people were throwing around, that they were going to do some weird battle pass mechanic, and who knows, maybe that comes with the GTA Online. We don't know what that actually looks like, but to me, that the practice of, this is where I'm playing devil's advocate. I don't think that they did anything wrong. I think that this is super box standard monetization from my perspective of, hey, you want this feature? You're going to pay $20 extra for it. And we know you'll choke it down and you'll do it with a smile. And I think that's
See,
kind of,
that line like undercuts your whole argument what you just said there. For me, like, so okay, so I want to touch
that's what gamers are.
I want to touch on two things. One, maybe I'm misunderstanding your argument, but what it sounds like from my perspective is your argument is like this is okay because we've seen worse and it's been going on for a long time. To me, that feels very like Stockholm syndrome.
Sure.
It feels very much like I accept it because I know how much worse it could be, and it's been going on for so long. Why are we upset at it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not upset at Rockstar doing something that like works to make money. I'm upset at the practice just in general happening. That's
Totally fair.
that's my approach. So there's that. The other part of it is like the way you ended it on like they're gonna you're gonna choke it down with a smile. I feel like that undercuts your argument because it's like who engages in that activity like
willingly.
and if they're doing it unwittingly, if they are, or like if you are engaging that's an abusive relationship. That's textbook abusive relationship to me. So that's how I feel about it. Like just because it has been going on for 10 plus years or there are other companies that have done it worse doesn't allow me to see this as justified on I just
Sure.
think that practice should be eliminated altogether. Like
Let's
give me the game
what
as is,
real quick. Let's be
and then
specific.
you could pay for DLC or like good season passes afterwards or what have you.
Let's just be explicit. The practice of what? The practice
Of gatekeeping things that are already a part of the game behind a paywall, like at launch. So not paid DLC or anything like that. But this isn't even a pre-order bonus. This is just two different versions of the game. You get the the game that has all the features, and you get the game that has locked features. But it's like I talked about it. One, I've already made the analogy with the movie thing, but like when you buy a car
Mm-hmm.
and you have to pay their annual subscription
Yeah.
to utilize a tool that's already existing in the car, like that's not a good practice, and we just accept it because what option do we have? That is what it is. So I don't like the idea of two different versions of a game coming out, but when you buy the cheap version, the upper tier version exists in the game you already have. They just don't let you do it until you pay them more money. I don't want an incomplete product. Why I don't scoff at DLCs and like stuff like that in the same way is because those are advertised as add-on extra content to the base game. This is a split fractured version, so you get an inferior version and the full version. Any DLC or add-on should be add-on to the $100 version. That's a DLC or an add-on content.
But I don't see, and I don't play these types of games, but I don't see it as diminishing. Well, I guess hold on. So let me
Yeah.
start at the beginning of the argument. So the idea that it's good or a bad practice, I don't subscribe to. I think I'm neutral on it. Like I think it just is. Like I was kind of mentioning in Discord, we see this. We're consumers, so we're at the backhand of a lot of these corporations and the way that they want to monetize these things. And so like I see it as I'm buying a product, and I'm going to, if I get the $80 version, I get GTA. And if I get the $100 version, I get GTA, the exact same game, plus a few customization mods that are included.
Yeah, for $20.
For $20.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. But I mean, weren't we joking? Like, was it Diablo 4 has like a $100 skin or something like that?
Yeah.
I know World of Warcraft sells $100 mounts. Like it's like literally just in their cash shop, $100 mounts. This is literally that's where I was sort of memeing about the joke of like these companies are going to produce it and these gamers are just going to choke it down and be like,
Yeah,
this is
they'll
the
do
greatest
it.
fucking thing ever. So that's kind of my point there. But I don't see it as like a fractured. That's an interesting point. You see it where this takes away from the core experience of the game that we're selling a.
We're gonna sell you two versions. You could buy the full version for $100, or you could buy the incomplete version for $80.
Okay, but let me just use the example of you sell a game with a bonus mission pack, and it's just an extra bonus mission. I mean, I feel like I've seen plenty of games that they'll include like a new
And let me
map
be
or
clear,
something.
I don't like day one DLC either.
Nobody does. It's
Yeah.
insane to me.
And I don't see what the difference is between this and day one DLC.
Yeah.
So whatever analogy you're about to make, sorry, I'll let you finish, but
Well,
I don't like that either. what you're
Yeah,
getting
and I'm
at.
trying to play the devil's advocate
Yeah.
because I hate all this shit too. But I'm playing devil's advocate because I think it makes an interesting conversation.
I'm gonna
But-
let you finish, but Beyonce had the best album.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna let you finish. God, was that Kanye?
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus. So how it was, I could say that same exact thing about like a day one DLC with the bonus mission pack,
Right.
saying like, hey, if you didn't buy the bonus mission pack, then you're buying a partial product.
Yeah.
Right? Is that the same? That's the same.
And I do look at it the same
You
way.
do look at
Well,
it
like
the same way.
look at Mass Effect 3, Javik. I mean, you played
We've
through it.
complained about that.
Javik is a huge part of the game. That was a day one DLC.
We don't like so. That's all part of the.
God, I couldn't even
You
imagine
said
playing
like
that game without it.
this practice has been going on and they do it in other ways, and so like, but the thing I'm getting at is I don't like it. I don't like those things either. This isn't anything new. Like seeing this doesn't surprise me in the least bit, and I don't think that they're doing anything radical or different than anything's already been done. I'm coming at it from a perspective that I just wish it didn't exist at all. Like I want one version of the game, and then if you give me any paid DLC or add-on content, I want that to be in addition to not day one DLC. I want that to be like months after they developed it and said, hey, if you pay more, you can get more of this game. But day one DLC and day one variations or versions of games, I don't like that. Like, cause then like I just know that, and they could like fake it and just like not release the DLC till way later, and I'd probably accept that. But anything day one, I feel like they're selling me two different versions of a game: the inferior poor people version and the full money people version. That's what I don't like. And yeah, $20 at the end of the day, whatever.
Which
But
version did you buy on launch for Mass Effect? The Javik version?
I didn't. I bought the poor people version. My first playthrough did not have Javik in it, and then I finally bought like a complete like edition afterward. Like I bought like all the DLC afterwards, and then I realized how much of the game I was missing. And I was upset about that too. I'm like, you mean I played through this whole game without having
Didn't
this
have this
character?
context.
Like this was such a huge part of it.
And you came to it after the fact, right? You didn't play. Did you pre-order? Like, did you pre-order or buy Mass Effect at launch? Which version did you get?
I had Javik.
And that's more egregious than what GTA is doing, because like
Yeah, I don't know how you tell that story.
cosmetics and vehicles or whatever, that doesn't change the story. So I'm just upset that it's $20 for that.
Yeah,
But massive, like the whole Javik thing, that is more egregious for sure.
because he's a huge part of the story. Like
No.
he's in every. You can take him on every mission, and
Yeah.
he has something to say.
See, and I feel like what the argument you're making, that is the rational take. But I guess in my devil's advocate, I feel like, again, when did Mass Effect 3 come out?
2012.
So 14 years ago. That's not probably not even the earliest example. I mean, when's the horse armor thing? Right?
2006.
Yeah,
Yeah. So 20 years.
It all started. with
I just feel like
Todd
this
Howard.
is.
Bethesda.
I just from the 3 days of it trending and people freaking out. I really didn't feel like it was an egregious revenue model. I didn't feel like it was anything out of the norm that we hadn't seen, and I just felt like the reactions of people were like it was way overblown and such a money grab. And when I look at it, I just see it as a cosmetic thing.
So
You get a bonus mission of the few shops. In my mind, I'm thinking like it's a storefront in like a strip mall, and you walk in and interact with an NPC. Like that's what I'm imagining.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more than that. But
So, in addition to what Kyle said, part of maybe the outrage or why people are at least upset, and I am too, is like you're paying $20 not for the skin. It's for the ability to then earn in-game currency to then buy the skin. So it's
You're
like
not even getting the content.
you're not even getting the content. You still have to work, like earn in-game currency, versus like in the past with like Javik, right? You're given Javik or like horse armor.
Well,
You're given the horse armor for $5.
yeah, but you still have to play the Javik content, right?
Well, yeah, but like horse armor, you pay $5, you get the armor.
Yeah, that's
This, you're
the horse
paying
armor is totally different. To me, what you just described then is where that is a bonus mission pack.
So it turns more into a
Because
mission.
now you have the storyline that you have to go and
But it's not a
execute on or
storyline.
whatever. Or the
This is just
currency.
gonna be
well, you have to earn
items.
currency, right? Or does it use the basic currency that's in the game?
Yeah, it'll use whatever.
And
Okay,
then
so it
there
just unlocks
is-
the vendor. It just
There
unlocks
is
the vendor.
also the argument that every Rockstar game up to this point, that stuff was all included in the base game. Like that was just something that you had, and they never kept it behind a paywall. So it's like even if every single pre-order was the basic $80 was the lower tier $80 edition, that's still a gross of over $3.1 billion of the 39 million people that pre-ordered. So it is just the purest example of just corporate greed.
Yeah, and so this is where I'm going to make the main devil's advocate argument here. This is get used to it, and here's the reason why. Guild Wars 3, when it comes out, it's gonna have probably a pretty annoying revenue, like microtransaction shop. It's gonna have all the things. I actually think it's gonna be they've actually talked about it, but I don't want to involve Guild Wars 3 in it because I know too much about it. So
Guild Wars 3 night.
Yeah, I don't want to derail into that. But this is the main devil's advocate argument that I'll make here. The reality is, when we were kids, a game cost $60. For the most part, this example aside, games still cost $60.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's 80, sometimes it's 70, whatever it is. We're looking at this game, it's $80, $100, whatever. The reality is game pricing has not trended with inflation whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I think this is their way to compensate for that difference in revenue, is adding things like this. And for someone like me, I think at the end of the day, having options, it benefits consumers. I don't see it like I see it. I can be able to play the game GTA 6, still relate to all my friends who are playing it, and I can be involved in it, and I can get in at an $80 level. Yeah, I didn't get the fucking cool armor cosmetic or like the vendor that I can talk to in that one shop, but I still get GTA 6, the 1,000 hours of content or whatever the hell is going to launch with this game. I could still play that core experience, and it gives me as a consumer the option to get in at different price points. And from my perspective, and I actually do believe this is not devil's advocate. I actually do believe this. I think that's I think that it's a very non-egregious thing that they could have done with this title. Now, what they're going to do with their online is going to be
I'm not
be
against.
funny,
I'm not against the game being $80. Like I'm not against that at all. I just wish that was the only version of it. And like I said, just
you just hate the practice.
39 million pre-orders. If they were all the $80 version, they still have already surpassed their production budget
Well, if you
before
actually,
the game even came out.
if you do the math on, because we saw that, we read the article that said how many pre-orders there were, and then how much money they've generated from those. If you do the math on them, it's actually about 50-50 who's done the Ultimate Edition versus the non.
Yeah, so they're about halfway between $3 billion and $4 billion on pre-orders alone.
I haven't even seen gameplay.
Their estimated budget, we memed on it. What did they say? It was like $3 billion or something like that. They've already made it up before the game even came out.
Yeah, I know, which is
so
hilarious. It's hilarious.
They don't need $100 version to keep up with
True
that.
But
they could have made their budget back on $60. Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with an $80 game. It makes sense.
Yeah.
For the amount of, it does. But I don't think that it's an issue that they needed to do it to make money. I don't buy.
And to your point too, this feels like, so we already have the increased 80, and this feels like them just trying to push it even further.
But this is
like the 80 push was already, this is the first game to, do it.
Again, devil's advocate hat here, because I'm right there with you guys. I hate all this shit.
Yeah.
But
do you?
This allows
you don't hate it enough.
Yeah, I know, right?
Corporate chill.
Yeah, exactly. That's me, dude. This allows them. Like, I'm okay with it, because this allows them to create a game like GTA 6, where they're like, we're gonna spend 15 years and $3 fucking billion. That's a massive risk to make a game like this. I mean, we just did the math. I just did the math. I explained it. We're talking, because it's 50-50 right now, and just pre-orders, what it is now, we're still months from launch. Hundreds of millions of dollars over what their budget was for the game that they've already made back. So this is going to get them excited again, maybe to do a GTA 7 or whatever, to go even crazier, or do a Red Dead 4 or whatever the fuck we're on, 3, and go insane with new content. So I like them having that extra margin to then go and do something really crazy and edgy.
No.
This is assuming that it doesn't crash and burn.
Those pre-orders are locked in. That's money now.
No, I mean, you're assuming that the game that comes out is a quality game.
It's
not a cyberpunk situation,
If they sold just
Fair.
200 million, I say just 200 million, but it's pretty likely they'll break the 200 million barrier. That's an estimated revenue of over 16 billion. So that's on just the $80 version. That's not taking into account all the money that they're going to make on GTA Online,
Which
all the money.
Didn't
that
we
they're
look it
gonna-
up? It's like over $1 billion and
Yeah.
like it's multi-billions.
all the money that they're going to make on the $100 version when it has its PC launch, maybe a year from now or a year from release date. Like,
I didn't even think about that.
they're going to make probably upwards of $20 billion on this. You can't tell me they're going to turn around and dump that all into Red Dead 3. Like, that's
No, they
it
won't.
is again, like, this is America. Like, if you succeed in business and consumers buy your product, then that's on the consumer, not the person doing it. So it's whatever.
Yeah.
But I just don't subscribe to the idea that it's needed for them to.
I don't think it's needed, but I think it allows them to take on crazy risky projects like GTA. I mean, imagine 15 years ago pitching to who owns them? Tencent or something? Is it,
2K
oh,
I was gonna say Take
is it
Two.
2K?
or
Is
Take
it
Two.
Take Two.
Is it?
2K.
Why do we not know this? I can't.
It's either 2K or Take Two.
2K does the sports games, so right?
They wouldn't have done this going from GTA 4 to GTA 5,
Right.
obviously, but going from GTA 5 to Red Dead, which were both very
Crazy
massive
successes,
then
yeah.
to GTA.
Take Two.
Take Two.
Yeah.
Wow.
But GTA, they have not had a single flop. The closest thing that Rockstar's had to a flop has been LA Noire, and even that made money still. It just wasn't like GTA numbers.
And that's like a cult classic kind of thing too.
But every game that they've had since the 90s has been a huge success. So, like, even if this game flopped, depends on how bad. But if it just kind of slightly was underwhelming based on, like, because I think it will be, honestly, with how much hype people are putting into this.
Yeah. I mean,
They have enough goodwill that they'll be fine.
Well, and
but it already hasn't flopped.
I don't know.
Like the projections are over budget.
When I say flop at this point, it's not
hitting that 20 million
money-wise
kind of thing.
Oh. What I mean is, like,
Critically
perception.
received
critical
success.
cultural success. Like,
Got it.
if the games, I'm going to be real. I think there's a very strong possibility that the game comes out and it's GTA, so it's going to be loved. It's going to be good, but like you said earlier, people are falling into this category that they think this game is going to just be the game to end all games. And at the end of the day, it's like, it's going to be pretty.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really good sandbox. And it's going to be like one of those games that sets the standard for open world. But, like, it's
not reinventing
this
the wheel.
isn't genre. I don't think it's going to be genre defining. I don't think that
It's going to be the best version of what it can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Rockstar, and especially in Red Dead, like, it has extremely outdated gameplay.
Yeah.
And mission structure.
Go
and
here,
all
drive
that.
there, shoot out, talk to this person.
Get a phone call.
Rinse, repeat for 20 hours.
Yeah.
Like,
So my question, Billy, is GTA 6 risky though?
not anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think it's risky. I think GTA 6 was going to make money regardless. Like, I don't think you're saying that this allows them to take risks like with GTA 6. I don't think GTA 6 is a risk for them.
Like, I don't think
it's not a risk from a title perspective, but it is a risk for considering the amount of money over a decade plus of development. That's the risk. They could have made GTA 6 for $300 million and probably jammed out another decent game that would have cranked out a bunch of money. Putting $3 billion into it, blowing everything out. I mean, we looked it up. Like, the next most expensive game isn't even fucking close to this. I forget what it was. It was was it Red Dead? I don't know. There was some other game. It was like, it was like $100 million or a couple $100 million. It's not even. It's in another stratosphere in terms of cost of development. And I'm not talking like live service games. They probably spent more on World of Warcraft over the lifetime of that game, obviously. But like single player games like this, it's not even close. So that's where the risk is. And when they have such a cultural success, like Kyle was mentioning, I think it allows them, if they can build the revenue model, which they obviously nailed with GTA Online, it allows them to take crazy projects on like this where, like, I remember when the source code leaked and they were doing online. I remember how much AI they were like. I think the AI is going to be kind of interesting in this game. How they have all the, but they're going to have so much crazy shit built for this game that it's not going to sell copies. They just did it because it was cool, and so that's what pushes, I think game development forward is that kind of risk taking, where it's like, hey guys, we have this thing called Grand Theft Auto that is going to just print money for us.
Yeah.
Let's take chances here, because they could have just sat on their laurels and just raked it in.
We
and
could be
it
on
was
GTA
easy.
10 by now.
Yeah,
What do
cranked
you
them out.
guys
Yeah,
think?
that's a great example. They could have pumped a new GTA out every 2 or 3 years, but they didn't. They're GTA 6 to this point, before the pre-orders, had not generated them a penny. You know what I mean? So
What do you guys think the second place is for most expensive games developed?
it's gonna be Concord,
Not Concord.
400 million or something, right?
It's not Concord though.
Oh,
You're gonna.
I'm gonna laugh.
I think
World of Warcraft.
you'll understand when I say it, but
can't be live service.
you're
I
gonna
don't know.
be surprised.
Is it a single player? It has to be a single player game, right? Because it can't be live service that's been around.
I don't know
for
much
2
about
decades.
this. I think it's online,
Okay.
but it's not my thing.
Oh, Star Citizen.
No,
That's up there.
It should be up there, actually. Yeah.
Star Citizen.
Genshin?
No
Genshin
way.
Impact.
Wait, what?
Genshin Impact had almost $1 billion in development costs.
I mean, it's live service, and it's been going for.
Is that the
Couple years.
full? What do they call it? The Hoyo verse?
Yeah.
Is that the
MiHoYo?
full Hoyo verse that they're talking about?
I think that's just Genshin, the Genshin game.
Here's
Wow.
Guess what's third? You're gonna laugh. You will not guess.
Okay.
Guess
What
this.
what is it?
Monopoly Go,
We were talking about this.
costing nearly $1 billion.
Yeah, the mobile game.
Yeah.
$1 billion on a mobile game.
Mobile game.
For Monopoly?
Yeah.
Were they trying to create like a Pokemon Go?
I played it. No, that's not like virtual reality. You literally press a thing, and your like little guy goes around the board.
Okay, there's no way they spent $1 billion. That's accounting fraud right there. There's no way. If that's what it's like, there's
Yeah.
no way. Where did the $1 billion go? Genshin Impact's a little. Is it billion yen? Like,
No.
Well, and Genshin's been around for years now.
yeah, so that's
Dude,
part of it too. Probably.
GTA the leap is insane though. GTA 5 had a development cost of $260 million.
Yeah, we're 10xing that budget. That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's crazy. Wow, I can't believe Millennial Ghost, you got it. Genshin Impact. Wow. Yeah, and then
And
there are other
Red
titles
Dead
like
2
you said.
was $170 million
Yeah.
to develop. So like yeah, the pitch to the investors is definitely got to be stronger. But a lot of that is just look how good GTA 5 did. Sure, it'll take us 3 billion, but if we sell even 200 million copies, which isn't even as good as what GTA 5 did, you'll all make your budget back leaps and bounds. So I think that the pitch is probably not as great as we might be thinking.
Like Expedition 33.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna.
Yeah,
have a
Cyberpunk
crazy
was
high
on that
ROI.
list too. It was like 400 million.
Mm.
The cost to develop.
Well, I'm not pre-ordering it yet. I want to see gameplay.
There's a chance you will, though.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird that we haven't seen anything.
They've done this. Rockstar does this though.
Yeah.
Because it's like 40 million people. Can you fathom that? There's 350 million people in this country. More than 1 in 10 people that you walk past it every day has pre-ordered this game. Put money on the line for something that they have not seen.
I have.
They just know because of the pictures.
That's impressive.
I rode the Red Dead hype train way more than I ever did on GTA because that's my jam. Like
The cowboy fantasy.
yeah, like I love the Red Dead games. But
Were you
that's
on
how
it
they
for
were-
the 1 too? You were on it?
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah, ever since 2010. But that's how they Rockstar just does their games. They release like really Hollywood level trailers for their games, and some of their trailers have some gameplay in it, but they don't actually do like demos. They don't do like huge like you
Yeah,
know,
they didn't go to Gamescom
convention.
and like
Here's
have a
15 minutes
30
of
they
minute.
just
gameplay.
don't do that. And I think that they just got to a point where like they've earned that as a studio. You know,
Yeah,
like, that's just
yeah.
that's not their approach, and it's
Fair.
They have never failed. Like
Hey, that's fair.
no.
When do you think we will get, like, pre-launch? We'll get something, right? Like
I
a
think
week out.
not till launch.
Oh wow!
If I'm looking at it historically, if they do what they've done and all their other stuff, we just don't get like 30-minute previews. Like
Like
Rockstar
the
just doesn't
first
do that.
mission or whatever. Wow.
They just don't do that.
Hey, you know what? You have it till you don't. Cyberpunk, same thing. You have it till you don't. I think if they came out with The Witcher 4, I think it'll still pre-order well, but I think people will be hesitant. And then the moment, listen, internet speeds internet speeds are to the point now where I don't really understand, like, it, at least on Steam, because Steam is goated with it. I don't know how PlayStation Network is.
It's fast.
Like, even if millions of people are slamming a game, does it bog? Like, in your experience? Because, like, for instance, I refused to pre-order Elden Ring. I wanted to see how the PC port was. The PC port, like, people started playing it. I waited about like 6 hours, 7 hours, whatever. The feedback was good enough. I jumped on it and bought it. And like, I didn't see like people going, "Oh my god, I'm crashing every 20 minutes." I didn't really see that. So I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna get it." And then I got it, and it was an awesome experience.
And you crashed.
So
yeah, I did. Actually.
Here's the other part of it: not having a physical disc.
It's all profit.
Well, that way, yeah, that too. But like something that no one that seems to be really debating a lot. It's right now the file size is estimated to be anywhere from 350 to 400.
Wait, I thought it was 250.
No, now they're saying 350 to 400 gigs.
Does the base PS5 even have that much storage?
It's got like
for it?
725. So you have enough for that.
The base PS5 has 725, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
They say 1 terabyte, but it doesn't really equate to 1
Yeah.
terabyte. But yeah, like 725.
Wow. Okay. So this is your PlayStation. If you're
Yeah,
playing
like
this.
This is
so
one
like
game. Delete everything else.
like it does become difficult to put that on a disc. Like, I don't know anything about that side of the tech, but like I do feel like that would be tough.
I was reading that this game is not going to run anywhere near 60 FPS on launch for
Red Dead 2 didn't.
Yeah.
Red Dead 2 launched at 30.
It'll be
It didn't run at 60 until they had an update. Actually, I think it still runs at 30 on console, but it didn't run at 60 until it came out on PC.
I think it might. I think they'll have a performance.
Do you think it's getting to the point where like
fidelity
it's kind of
mode.
unacceptable to not at least have a performance mode?
I kind of feel like it.
like where you can just bump,
Like, can we just? I mean,
just turn down the graphics.
Yeah.
as a society now, like, do we tolerate not having a performance mode to get 60?
This is a console boy question because I've always had that flexibility to be able to do that on PC. So
Yeah.
I think it's I don't know. What's funny is Bloodborne locked at 30 FPS, right?
Yeah, but that game came out over 10 years ago. It was a little bit more acceptable to put up with stuff like that back then.
But my point is, everybody who plays that does not complain about the stuttering.
People still complain about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, but it's a niche thing, right? Like, it's a beloved title.
It's a beloved title, but it is yet to be. You can't talk about it without bringing that up.
But what's interesting is I don't. Maybe there's something different about these consoles.
I don't.
When I play a game and I see 30 FPS, and I had this on some like my older systems, it's like unplayable. I feel it. I don't know if it's because you're on a TV and it's something about the so, do you feel it more on a monitor than a TV? Like,
So
it's crazy to me that's just like okay. Elden Ring is 30, right?
Is it? No, it's 60.
No, it's 60.
Is it 60?
No.
Oh, okay.
For me, when people say they don't notice, they're just, I mean, they're being stupid. Like,
Yeah.
yes, you notice. For me, I completely lose all sense of that
5 minutes,
after, no, it takes longer, but like after a couple hours, it looks like any other game to me. And then when I go and I play something else that operates at a higher frame rate, then all of a sudden I'm like,
oof.
whoa, that feels weird. And then I have to get back used to that. So like, yes, it's noticeable, and yes, it has an effect. But for me, I always adjust after a little bit. It's not like it becomes unplayable.
I'm becoming such an elitist because I have the horsepower in my PC to do it. I have the 5090 for reference. Humble brag.
That was cool a year ago.
Yeah.
It's still top dog, and I don't
know,
think that's
just-
changing anytime soon with all the fucking hardware, which we'll get into hardware stuff
Well,
later.
I
but
haven't released my what I've been
your
developing.
AI, you built a AI simulated hardware. You could download hardware.
I've been using the AI at my work to actually do this project on the side.
When I don't get a 120, like anything below
120?
yes, I
Yeah.
feel it. I'm feeling it more and more because I get it in every game now.
Man.
And so like if I'm getting like it doesn't bother me until it drops below 90. Then I'm like, how do we get this back up there? But I got to be between 190. I cap it at 120 because that's the refresh rate on my monitor. But I feel it like, and when playing at 120 feels so fucking good, dude. Have you guys played like your monitor is 120 hertz or no?
Yeah, but
I guess
I can't
yeah,
push
nothing
to
pushes
that
it. Well,
anyway,
your
so-
laptop though is I think it's like 144 actually.
I average about 100
Yeah.
on that.
So, but you know what it feels like. I know you do.
I don't know the difference between 60 and 100. To me, it looks the exact same.
I feel like I was in the same boat because I used to always cap
Yeah.
my stuff because I played on 60 hertz monitor. But now I've played enough games. It fucking feels good, man. Especially on my new monitor that's like an OLED. Oh fuck, man. I can see I feel myself being pulled to the dark side of like wanting to upgrade monitors and do all this shit because you start playing in it and you're like, it's like heroin, man. You're like, oh my god, this actually like Hades 2. That sounds ridiculous, but that's the game that always comes to my mind when I'm just it feels
Minecraft?
fucking
Minecraft.
responsive. I love when people do bench press tests like, yeah, it's getting 947 frames. So not as good as the 1,700. And it's like, what are we talking about here?
I get what you're saying. You know, I think I'm just the wrong person. Like, cause
Well, yeah.
for one, I haven't had exposure to the tech that you have, so there's that. So for me, it's like looking from the outside, not understanding that.
Sure.
Like that doesn't compute to me. I only see the difference between 30 to 60. After 60, I mean, I'm sure things might feel a little more buttery, but like I really don't notice much. And especially anything over 100 all looks the exact same.
Absolutely diminishing returns. There's
Yeah.
no question about that. But I think even my TV, because that's my third monitor, my TV's 120.
Yeah.
And playing games on that thing feels fucking incredible too. But yeah, just it just is interesting. I'm right there with you. When I had some of the more basic stuff, it was like I didn't care, and I was like kind of always like 60 FPS is fine. But I'm starting to feel the hooks of like, oh, that feels good.
You
like,
can
that
feel
feels
that
good.
getting into
Especially on Hades.
specializations for anything though. Like
Oh god, yeah.
I get it. Like if I had that tech, I'm the type of person that I obsess on things. Like when I fall, so like if I found myself like
Boots?
obsessing on this type of thing, I could fall into it super easily. So like I'm not even judging you for it.
So going back, I do think nowadays it is a necessity for it to be 60 or to have a performance mode.
I don't think it's acceptable to launch
console.
at 30
No.
anymore. Like GTA, I would be very surprised if GTA didn't at least have a performance mode that at least put it to 60.
Yeah, performance and quality mode.
Are you? I don't know if it's just me, or if you feel,
That's PS4 version.
I
That's
didn't.
weird.
I didn't
even know
play
they-
on PS4.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't even know it had a PS4 version. To be honest with you.
That's weird. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know if it's just me, but like, do you notice a difference graphically when you switch to performance mode?
Not
Only on the downside.
too
right?
much. I do notice like pop-ins
I don't even notice
because
that.
a lot of times they'll be like I'm trying to think what game. There's one I'm playing recently where it's like the grass or trees in the distance, they pop in a little later than like on quality mode where it's like the range before they pop in.
I'm thinking of like Cyberpunk. They have a fidelity mode and a performance mode. Graphically, on the PS5 at least, I don't even notice the difference other than when you put on fidelity, the frame rate goes down.
I also have the same kind of. I mean, hell, I can't even tell the difference between 2D and 3D animation. So let's start there. But I can turn things like I don't see like I have a 5090 and I will play games at medium.
Like I will never play on
I don't care.
fidelity for
Yeah.
better graphics when I have a like lower frame rate.
Frame rate's better.
Especially, yeah, especially when the only reference that I know from a console perspective, because this is kind of a new thing, right? Like only games recently have been putting this in, like
Pretty much like
regularly.
the PS5 generation was
Yeah.
kind of like
which I think that's cool. I love that they're giving players option because you mentioned that there's sometimes you'll be doing like a boss fight or something like of epic scale and you feel it chugging, and versus and then when you put it in performance mode, it doesn't chug, and I feel like if you can eliminate that,
Yeah.
that is the secret sauce.
the first game I remember actually seeing that on was Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
It was there before.
Mm.
But that's the first one I remember.
I'm trying.
that's
to
actually
think.
pretty recent.
Yeah, that was I
20s.
I got that first on PS4 before I had it on the PS5.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was like Last of Us remake, maybe, or
I never got the remake.
had a
The Last of
performance
Us
mode.
Which
From-
remake? The remaster, the remake, or
The Last of
rebrand?
Us that came out
Remaster.
on PS3 did not
No.
have.
No, it was the remaster on PS4 of Last of Us 1.
Didn't that come out after Mass Effect Legendary Edition?
Any final comments on GTA before we jump?
Yeah,
Jump where?
they've
I
got
was
big
gonna bring up something
competition
interesting.
coming out same time.
With GFA.
Godzilla
Oh.
Destroy All Monsters.
Oh.
It's a remake of a GameCube game, and for some reason they're deciding to release the same day as GTA.
That's gonna be rough for them.
They're gonna kick ass.
It outsells.
I know that would be hilarious. There's some glitch in the store.
Yeah, there's a glitch in the store that people think they're playing Grand Theft Auto 6 and it's fucking Godzilla.
Imagine downloading it and Godzilla comes on screen. Like,
What is this?
And you're like, wow,
this is
they put
incredible.
Godzilla in Grand Theft Auto. This is crazy. That was my last.
I didn't
bit.
know there was time travel. Anything else on that
That
note?
was it.
Anything
Okay.
Real?
No, that people care about? No. I
care
want to
about
talk about
Godzilla.
remakes for a second.
Okay.
Because we joked that we were so burnt out on remakes and remasters and blah 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 blah. I love what the industry has finally fucking realized. Don't give us any of that. If you're gonna go back and touch a game and make it cool, just go in and make more content for that game. And that's what I feel like a lot of like. There's World of Warcraft Classic, and then there's now Guild Wars Reforged,
These
and
are
a
all
lot
your
of
games
these.
that are doing that. None of the single player games do that.
But I think the single player industry is seeing the success of these, and I guarantee you're wrong.
You're
Guess-
wrong.
No, you're absolutely wrong. What is
I guess Witcher.
yeah? What is the fucking Witcher doing?
I would
Yeah.
much rather they do this.
100%. Who gives a fuck? We just sat here for an hour
Yeah.
talking about how we don't give a shit about graphical fidelity. Stop remaking the fucking game. If you're gonna spend that time and energy in it, make a bonus mission pack that I can buy.
100%.
And how
But
fucking cool is that? And I
Witcher's
love that they're
probably
doing
like
this.
the first one of like the single player that I can think
This
of.
is the first instance that that they did this, and I'm all about them. doing
Yeah.
more and
And you
more.
know it's
Imagine if
gonna
they had
sell.
like a imagine
Yeah.
if they had like a origin story for Javik that you could go back and play for Master. Like that'd be sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like $20 for that or something. That they just go and I love this idea. We were so I mean we joked about it with The Last of Us. This is what triggered me. It was like they've remade that game like 4 times now.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Give us something
Not as
new.
much as Skyrim.
the fridge.
It's like Skyrim, but with Skyrim. It's become itself. But yeah, I love seeing these older titles, having people coming back and doing cool shit. I think that is the secret sauce.
So I wonder how much more we'll get in the single player space because for sure The Witcher is going to sell like that
They
expansion.
did it out of necessity. Like I think it's really cool, and I'm excited, and I'll buy it and I'll play it. But they did it out of necessity because they couldn't figure out a smooth way to link Witcher 3 to Witcher 4. So that's basically what this is. But I hope that it's a massive success because I would love to see other
Yeah.
developers do.
That means they
this.
could do another Cyberpunk.
Yeah, like before Cyberpunk 2 comes
Yeah.
out, they could, in theory, do another one.
I need
Wait, so-
more.
In Unreal.
They would. Well, they're doing this in Red.
I know, which I actually
Yeah.
think is a strategic misfire. I think it's kind of weird, but maybe they've had this cooked up for a while.
Well, how would they
Because-
do a Witcher in a different engine?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's really cool that they're doing it, but like from a studio perspective, you now have to have dedicated resources to your old engine versus
Yeah,
I don't know pipeline.
I
of
don't know how you
developers.
do it though in a different engine.
You couldn't. You
Yeah,
literally
it's not,
couldn't.
like-
If you wanted to do this. So my question to you guys is, do you think it actually, as narrative fanboys, do you think it's necessary that they did try and link the story between 3
I
and 4?
respect that they did. I don't know if it's necessary. They
Yeah.
could have released like some kind of interactive comic or something. Like there's a lot of ways they could have done it cheaper.
Yeah, like a blog post.
But
on,
if you're
like,
gonna
what-
do it like this, then
this is the way to
fucking
fucking do
more
it.
power to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is absolutely the way to do it.
Create a
for
whole
sure.
expansion
Yeah.
to explain the gap, then by all means, yes.
Fuck
Do I
yeah.
think it's necessary? No, but I'm
Yeah.
okay with it. Yeah.
It's just crazy to me that when did that game come out?
2015.
11 years. When does it DLC drop?
The last one came out in 2016, Blood and Wine.
Well, or this next one. When is it
Oh,
out?
what did they say? 2027?
I think 2027.
So
No.
12 years after launch on a single player game, we're getting
A Blood and
fucking
Wine level expansion.
yeah, that alone, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's like 30 more hours of content, dude. Maybe even more.
Crazy.
Yeah, just 2027.
I wonder if
I wonder how long their team's been working on it. It had to have been a while.
how do you think it works for Steam? I just bought the complete edition. Do you think
They probably just
well
launch it under the place you'd buy any other DLC.
so it'll be a monetized thing where like
I think that they're
spend
going to
20
charge
bucks and
for
add
it.
Okay.
I
I think they
don't-
should. I think they
I
should.
don't think that it's going to be like if you have the complete edition, it's going to be a part of that.
Yeah, I definitely think
Yeah.
that it just sucks that I just bought the complete edition, but regardless, it's like if I bought it now, it still wouldn't include that.
I just bought the season pass for a game that came out in 2015.
It's not fair.
Shit. Dude, I it's 100% the way to go forward with these older games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does suck that it's in the engine that they're no longer going to be supporting, but maybe
I
maybe
actually
it's not
think
that much.
It's an egregious practice because it is clearly has been there since launch and they're paywalling.
They've left it out of the
behind it.
game. It's incomplete.
It's incomplete. I had an incomplete game until they released this version of it.
right. Did they release a PS5 version of The Witcher?
Yeah, they released a PS5 upgrade.
And so it
It didn't really
did-
change much.
It didn't.
It visually some things are more pleasing. The frame rate's higher.
Well, I'm
It
wondering.
runs overall smoother, but to me I after playing for a little bit I don't even notice the difference.
I'm wondering if like you step into the whatever this new DLC is called. You step
Songs of the past.
Steps into
Songs of the
Unreal
past?
5.
yeah, like, but it's so the fidelity's way higher. All of
Yeah.
a sudden, you're like, whoa, and that's how they bridge maybe some of the.
I mean,
environment.
Cyberpunk is the same engine that Witcher 3
Yeah.
is
Red.
on.
and they make
um,
that game look pretty
so
damn
they
good.
could
And
Go.
Cyberpunk looks
Hi, Hi,
looks
Mars.
prettier than
They could leave
a lot of games that have just come out.
I think Cyberpunk's the standard.
once they finish Songs of the Past. That same development group just moves right on to Cyberpunk expansion.
Well, I think they have their B team working
Wait.
on this. Oh, so
You
expansion.
mean you step into?
you just want
Night
another
City?
Cyberpunk DLC.
Yeah.
He wants them to be connected so
No,
bad.
no, no.
because
Well,
someone-
No.
no, don't tell
Not
me that
connected.
they're connected. Oh,
No.
okay,
It
okay.
isn't.
I just meant like this B group of developers, right? They're working with Red Engine. Just take them since they're already working with Red Engine.
create one for
continue.
Cyberpunk to
Yeah.
link. But
They
I mean,
probably will. They probably will. Actually, that's probably why they're doing this.
so it is
Yeah.
actually in canon that Siri has been to Night City.
That wasn't where I was going, but yeah.
That's such cheap throwaway. Because what? It was on the back of a beer bottle or something.
No, she
No.
said it.
And you can play
literally
the
talked
board or the arcade game.
Oh, come on, man.
No, Siri, she is the woman of space and time, and she talks about all the different universes she's been a part of that she's jumped to, and Night City is one of them that she talked about.
People
So
had
it's just an
metal
Easter egg,
faces.
but it is technically in canon that Siri's been in Night City.
the arcade games got their name. She's on the leaderboard
Oh, really?
along with Azariel or whatever
Um,
the elf dude.
I need her to
Yeah,
focus up on the mission at hand.
Azriel,
Azriel.
the douchebag elf,
Yeah,
thinks he's
he's
better
got
than
the
you.
top score.
Yeah. Did you ever play that enough to get your name in the top?
It is so hard for me. I want number one. I've tried ever since it came out, and I can't.
I played a little bit, but like I never put enough time in it to actually like beat all the top scores.
It's all it is, Billy, is jumping over obstacles, but it gets faster and faster. And
It's really,
It
really
It's
gets
hard.
literally called
tough.
Roach Race, and he's just riding on Roach to jump over obstacles, and
It's
it gets
Flappy
faster and
Bird.
faster. Kind of. It's not as hard because Flappy Bird it requires like you flying. This you could act like you're landing on the ground,
okay.
but it's kind of like that. Yeah.
So if you time a jump too early or too late, you might land on something that's coming up.
yeah,
Right.
there's like hippogriffs and stuff that's flying towards you.
What if we ran the game in an ultra wide, and you could see more of the map in front of you? Would it
I
change?
feel like
the
it's an
aspect
arcade
ratio?
cabinet.
Oh, okay, it wouldn't
So-
change the aspect
So if you
ratio?
like did ultra wide,
yeah,
you would just see more because
You would just
it's
be
an
4x3.
in universe arcade game.
Okay.
So
okay.
even on the regular screen, you could see the sides
Oh, okay.
of the
okay.
panel.
I'm like, here we go, guys. We could build the strategy
We could
around
do
this.
it.
Because because the most crazy example is when we would play Warzone, and I'm like, he's on your left. You're like, how the fuck are you seeing that? Because I had like this much more room on my character.
How are you not seeing that? I
Yeah.
got to do a full like
Yeah.
like almost 180 turn.
Oh,
to-
wow.
I feel like it was so wide, and the super ultra wide functionality in that game at launch was so bad because it would stretch it so bad that I feel like in the corners I was actually looking backwards. It
You're
was
like-
so bad.
You were literally like just on the edge. You were flirting with VR.
yeah, basically. Imagine they built a strap for my monitor. like I just fucking
Carried around
set
on your
it up.
head.
It's incredible.
That thing weighs like 50 pounds. Oh shit, man.
Man, if there's a game that I could go back and experience, now let me reword that. I wouldn't want to experience it the launch that it did, but like if I could play the version of Cyberpunk that's out now, if I could play that version for the first time, that would be one gaming experience that I would love to do again.
Do you think we're gonna get DLC with the new season of the anime?
If
Wait, Edge Runners?
Yeah.
It's still out?
There's season two.
just got announced.
We were talking about it. Like
The trailer just came out actually.
Oh wow! Like on the.
I
when were
think
we
that-
talking about it?
when
It's
you were trying
inevitable.
to fix this stuff.
Oh, sorry.
It's inevitable that I think they're gonna release something, but they're not gonna release like any major content. They might release like what they did,
Like David's jacket.
yeah, like things like that. You know,
Do I watch it in the Japanese?
it's
I think
so
you watched
funny how,
all
like,
three versions.
You were so so not an anime guy, and you just don't. That's not the type of content you consume. The animation is not your type of animation,
I wanted it to be so
and you straight up. Not only did you watch it, you watched it in Japanese, like full.
and English, right?
Well, okay, so I didn't know that you could change it. I just played the
And you're like
default
the
one.
things I do for my
And
friends.
so I was watching it, and I was like, I had, I never played, Cyberpunk, but I watched streams of it, so
That counts.
that counts. So I was
The meme,
I was
they'll never die.
interested enough in the world. I like that setting a lot.
Oh.
So it was kind of fun to watch, but yeah, I didn't know, and then I found out that you could switch, and I think I rewatched like either the last 3 or 4 episodes with the English version as well. So
Yeah.
I basically watched it twice. Yeah.
But yeah, Edge Runners 2
So
trailer we could watch after this.
Oh
But
shit. Okay.
Looks really good.
just dropped like.
I'm
yesterday
ready to
or
get my
today.
heart broken again. They all look like they're gonna die. you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
I'm like, oh god.
Some weird people, you know.
There's
But-
a little kid.
Being
Well,
like a
they're-
rabid consumer of the game too, it's still fun
Yeah.
to be like, I've been there. Like when
Yeah.
you see like parts of the
Or
you know,
Adam Smasher and their version of him. Like,
voiced by the same guy that voices him in the game too. It's really cool.
what's the main character's name?
David
V.
V.
David.
in the anime.
Yeah. He's kind of already over the limit, right? Like he's already gone.
V's story is pretty much done
Like he's not.
All versions of the canon, pretty much, even in like the good endings, like
Yeah,
potentially dying within 6 months or just retiring. Like V's done.
he's cyber psychoed.
V's built different. Like he
Well,
actually,
and it's because he has Johnny.
yeah. So V, because he has Johnny in his head, helps like mitigate the cyber
Maintain it.
psychosis. So
But for how long, right?
for like canon lore, there's actually like V is just different. V, there's nobody that V can't take. And that's evidenced by the fact that V ended up fucking up Atom Smasher, and you saw the anime how much of a joke Atom Smasher treated David with. A fully souped up David
Yeah.
couldn't even,
Well, he put on a lot of tech for that fight, right?
and he still
Yeah.
got his ass kicked and died. And V ends up killing Atom Smasher. So like that gives you the idea of like power scaling and stuff. But as far as V's story goes, pretty much it. I don't think-
Unless, I mean, they could do Crystal Palace expansion.
yeah, but I don't know if I
'Cause-
want them to.
Do something new.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when we were just talking about like, how Witcher has the other expansion, saying there would be an opening to continue his story for a second expansion for
The world
Cyberpunk.
is rich enough that there's a million different protagonists out there
For
waiting
sure.
to be played.
Yeah.
I
I wonder though, are they going to do the same gimmick of like voice in your head relic?
no, I don't see why they would. That's very specific to V's story.
Yeah.
I wonder if Cyberpunk 2. What if they just made it GTA, but in Night City, and they like had that level of detail in the city?
I would love it.
If it was the same quality of story and stuff. then-
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And the gameplay in Cyberpunk is better than anything
Yeah.
Rockstar's ever done.
I'm just talking about like the world building that they do.
Yeah.
Although maybe we don't. Well, Red Dead aside, GTA, we don't. Do we give them credit for like world building? It's just copy of like real places.
Yeah, I mean the
they get-
level of detail they have is insane.
Yeah.
But it's not creation. It's
Yeah.
imitation, right? Like, cause it.
I think
This
all
one's
things,
Miami,
all
right?
things are kind of built off of something.
Inspired.
Yeah, inspiration.
Fair.
Even Cyberpunk, it's a futuristic, gritty cyberpunk world,
It's
but
San Francisco and Tokyo.
it's
Meh.
yeah, it's
Or
it's
LA.
existing areas, kind of
But-
inspiration.
Is it GTA's thing that it's like literally one for one?
No,
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
they're
Because
they're inspired by, it, but they're not one for one of anything.
it's a parody on whatever town it's.
I
So
thought-
it's a parody
San
of
Andreas
Miami.
is
right
a
now.
parody of the LA area, the metropolitan area, and Vice City is a parody of Miami. Like it's reminiscent and very well developed, but it's not one for one.
Got it. Okay.
The only game they did that was actual one for one was LA Noir, which was a one for one of LA
In the 50s
Wow.
or whatever.
in the 40s, 1947, something like that.
Wow.
And when I say one for one, I mean of like
Downtown.
just three specific
Yeah.
areas of, not like all of
Yeah,
the
LA
metro.
would be insane.
Yeah.
35 million residents, and we're gonna.
We scanned every building.
But I would be all about if they were to do another Cyberpunk game. I would be all about like playing as like a max tack type thing,
That'd
but
be
like
cool.
like someone that maybe got kicked off the force or something. Or so, like I would just love to see more of that side of it. That'd be cool. I guess because I love like Dread. Like I would love to like I want like a Dread simulator. So I'd be all about max tech. The next game I guess is not even gonna happen in Night City though.
It's gonna be like I've heard it's both Chicago and Night City.
Chicago and Night City. Yeah. There's also a lot of story to be told in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Tokyo is supposed to be super awesome in this universe. Because that's like where Arasaka is, and like so there's a million different ways they can go with that.
Fair. This has been a crazy year for games.
It has.
This is going to be a tough
Well, and
game of the year.
we were Godzilla. It's gonna put up some tough competition with GTA.
Sure
No,
is.
it's gonna be a tough year, like you said, for Game of the Year, because there's gonna be some bangers that are coming out. I mean, there already have been.
Have you guys seen this Sand game? Might be
Dune?
a PC. No, I'm just kidding.
Dune?
You ever heard of Dune? No, it's called Sand, like Raiders of something. I don't know. It's like a
Arc Raiders.
yeah, it's kind of like it's a survival sandboxy like extraction thing. I think
Called Sand?
it's called Sand. It's exploding. All my friends are playing it, and it's apparently awesome. Awesome game.
Raiders of Sophie?
Yeah, Raiders of Sophie. Yeah, people are
Extraction shooter.
jamming out to that.
Not a huge fan of extraction shooters.
Me neither. But there's like whole crafting. It's like a whole crafting systems and build systems and things like that that are really, really cool. I'm finding that I really enjoy games where you can build in. Like I really am.
You ever gotten into Factorio?
No, that's like the most egregious example of building. But I play games very, very similar to that. And
Sand was
I
a board game
felt it.
first?
I felt me getting hooked.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I played Grimrose. Something it's an alpha, but I played that and I was like, "Oh, this is Factorio." And I'm like, "Oh, but it's set in a sci-fi futuristic world." And I was like, "Oh, this is fucking I got to stop playing this because it's all about efficiency
Yeah.
and building stuff." But I love building. It's very, very satisfying. In Dune, their system for building is really fun. I've like gone onto these like sites called Polypad, and you can like basically outline geometric shapes. So like you set up your base on a grid, and you know how many grids that you've kind of expanded to, and so then I design like the base foundation. So instead of having like a cube that everybody just builds a block, right? I had like geometric shapes, and I made sure it would all fit before I started building, and made sure it could like close the loop, and I have like weird angles and stuff. And I laid out all this graphical stuff, with all the geometric shapes and stuff. It was so much fun. I like that kind of stuff. I don't know. Never thought I did because I never really played a game like that, but it's fun. But then did you guys download the Runes of Moria?
Yep.
Maybe we play that with the ladies one day. We do like a LAN party. Have the kids get watched or whatever, and we do a little LAN party. But
It looks fun.
dude, it's my
Yeah.
buddy was telling me about it, so I bought it on PC. But it's got split screen and co-op and crossplay. Yay, yay, yay! And you actually like you're digging into Moria and you're managing those resources and stuff like that. It's like it's probably only a 30 to 60 hour experience. Past that, it falls off. But what the fuck else are you looking for?
Yeah.
So
Return to Moria.
yeah, that looks like a lot of fun.
It's free on PlayStation.
That's cool. It was on Steam summer sale.
Yeah.
So I picked that up. And then I'm back to grinding Path of Exile. It came out with their 0.5 update, and oh yes,
Oh yeah.
I hopped on. This was right when I was getting sick too, so my brain was already like. But
Melting.
Kyle, him and one of his like PoE friends, the speed at which they were moving through this,
bro, we weren't even cooking.
I know, and I know that they were holding back because my soul ass was like, it's
I can't.
I can't.
I would be so like I wouldn't put up with that. I'd be too discouraged to enjoy it.
I don't feel like yeah, I mean that's just how I guess we
Not
to
that
play, but-
that's not any fault of you.
Yeah,
no, yeah,
That's not what I mean.
but I don't think it would be. I don't think we sacrificed. I don't know. It's a pretty monotonous gameplay loop, I guess. But I just every time I get into PoE, and I have to take breaks from leagues. Like I don't play every league. My friends they do, a couple of them at least. But I don't play every league because I hate the reset. And so I have to almost kind of forget a couple things before jumping back in. That's when I feel good about
forget
it. But
what you've lost.
but yeah, I just there is no better class fantasy than when I get my sorcerer like cracked on PoE. Especially right now, I'm running this Trifusion Stormweaver build, and so I have cold, like ice, fire and lightning, and I'm just raining down frozen comets that then explode because I'm fire infused with this massive splash fire AoE. And then I'm raining in ice storms and lightning storms and shooting out all these electrical sparks. But I'm cold infused as well because I'm triple infused. And so I'm freezing enemies. And so all three elements are just being leveraged and used. And that's one of the things I love about Elementalist and Guild Wars 2 is you always have access to fire, lightning, water, and earth. And the fantasy is so amazing. But I feel like a fucking legend on this game. So, D-Brand filled with companion cube case for the Steam machine. Have you
Portal.
heard about this?
I'm researching it right
I
now.
know the I've seen the case. I saw that them launching it, but what is the fail? Why is it failed? Because they stole the IP? Or like it's not even out yet. I don't know what's failed.
They
No one's buying it?
no, they had to cancel it.
I wonder why.
They didn't ask Valve for permission.
But they don't need to. It's an aftermarket mod.
Doesn't matter. Apparently.
Valve told them they couldn't release it, and why is D-Brand honoring that? That's like Apple saying.
D-Brand released an official statement. I don't know what Valve told them, but enough to make them stop.
Well, that's bad guy Valve, and that's really disappointing. I'd have to
Huh.
I'd have to read. It uses Valve's IP. Oh, because it's
The
okay.
companion
Well,
cube.
because it looks like Portal. That's why.
So they could do like
That's
best friend cube, and have it be a little bit different looking.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was a ripoff, but okay, I see why Valve is saying. I thought they're just like, don't launch any mods for this, which I would be like, fuck Valve for, which is one of the few times I would say that. But yeah, if they don't want their, who gives a shit? I don't know. It's a fucking case not sold by you. Whatever. D-Brand will find a way to rebrand it and fix it going forward. I guarantee
Best
it.
friend cube.
Damn, they walked back so hard on it. D-Brand did.
D-Brand is a
We
total
built
bro
the
company.
idea into something real without ever asking Valve if we could. We're going to regret that decision for a long time.
Yeah, D-Brand is like, it's ran by like a bunch of guys like you and me. They're so chill. They're always sponsoring like Linus Tech Tips, and they
Being-
have no requirements over their ad reads. They let him do whatever he wants. So he's like, here, you could buy this stupid sticker from D-Brand and go to shortlinus.com to buy, because they make fun of how Holly is, and it's totally loose and fun, and like they're pretty playful. But
Being
interesting.
proud of a thing that we made did not give us the right to make it. We apologize.
Wow.
Wow.
Good on them. That's,
Huh.
you know what? And I guarantee you they're going to find a way to
Seems a little
redesign
beta
it.
to me.
They should have stood up.
I should have fought a little
Stockholm
harder.
syndrome. Yeah, I guarantee you they're going to find a way to, anybody who bought that, pre-ordered that case or whatever, they're going to find a way to make up to it.
They've
and
already
come
said
out with
they're
a new
refunding
version.
everybody.
Oh, I wish they would have just redesigned the case first, and then if people didn't like it, then refund people. But maybe you have to, for legal reasons, maybe you have to
Probably.
change it. Yeah, I love D-Brand too. I've never bought any one of their products, but
As
from a company
like
standpoint, they're fucking chill and cool.
as Valve, like, do you approach it that way? Do you just say, do you go to them and cancel it, or do you get in on the revenue, or like what?
I
Like,
would.
what do you do?
I don't really understand the response from Valve. Like, it's just someone that loves your IP and like they're supporting it, and it's your Steam machine. Like,
stop.
but I also,
As a company, it's so important protecting your brand at the same time
Yeah,
too. 'Cause
I
there's
know.
a fine line between allowing things and not allowing things.
yeah, I that's kind of what I see. But
Yeah.
also, I know it's kind of weird.
It feels like it's knocking on the door of Nintendo, though.
I bet you this is what
Yeah,
happened.
we-
Valve was like, "Really, man? Come on!" And D-Brand probably was like, "Whoa." Honestly, just
Fuck.
knowing them, they were like, "Whoa, we did not mean to disrespect you. We're gonna walk." Like, I bet you they're the ones that are blowing this up and like trying to take
Yeah.
full ownership. And honestly, the response sounds legit. Like, hey,
legal.
they
I don't know
owned
to
it.
what extent, but legal action was threatened.
yeah. So
But I mean, who knows?
I mean,
with
of
that,
course, that's
really.
your mechanism, right?
Yeah.
So, what does that mean? You know, but good on D-Brand, and maybe a little bad on Valve. Like, did it really matter? But like Kyle said, you have to protect you got to protect it. So,
Nintendo got them to walk back a Zelda theme thing too. Nintendo.
It's
I
crazy.
don't even
I
know
wouldn't
what-
even touch anything from Nintendo.
Oh yeah, they did have the dark plates
The disc plates
for
or whatever?
the PS5.
You could put them on.
on the side. Sony tried to get them to back off of that, and they failed.
Was that from D-Brand?
Yeah.
Because they said,
Well, that was not. That's a third party, or that's an aftermarket mod. That's not. If it was,
That's not their
themed-
IP.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not like it's Ratchet and Clank holding it
Exactly.
together. you
Yeah.
know?
Exactly. Yeah. That's the defining.
That's the
line
difference
there.
between Sony and Nintendo and Valve's thing. Those
Yeah.
were actual IPs they're infringing on. That was
To be honest, the case looks sick.
the companion
The
cube.
case looks sick. Yeah. It's
I don't
just
know why
shit.
Valve isn't doing it to begin with.
I guarantee you, it was some fucking lawyer. It was like, if we don't go against them, then we can't go against these other people, and that's where it, it
We need to
becomes
set a
this
precedent.
stupid. Exactly. And that, I mean, haven't we talked about this before? But that is copyright law. Like, you have to
So
go
we-
after the people, otherwise
If
there is
so
no enforcement of it.
we researched copyright law because we were like, why is this a thing? And we learned in our research that if you're not defending your copyright, then you lose the copyright.
Yeah.
So you literally are required to maintain your copyright. You are required to defend it against all infringement.
Which puts these people in like weird, awkward positions. I do
Yeah.
kind of wish that D-Brand would have gone to Valve, because I guarantee you they probably would have been like, yeah, let's go into this
Maybe they still
together.
do.
they
If I'm
sold it
D-Brand,
as
I go
a-
to them professionally now.
Yeah.
And with a pitch.
And like sell it as an upgrade and find a way to generate money on it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, we could, this perfect segue into, they asked after the fact, and Valve told them no. Yeah.
No, they shouldn't have waited.
Let's go into the Steam Machine, because we posted about it a bunch. It trended while we were on hiatus here for a week or two. But Steam Machine came out. Base pricing is $1,050, and Valve has not
without-
formally
Without a controller.
without a controller.
So you're just selling a PC.
Yep.
At
You're
that
selling
point.
a box. You're selling a box.
Yeah.
The controller is $70 if you buy it as an upgrade.
Yeah.
Versus
And yeah, like
outright is $100.
a
I
dual
think.
sense will still work with it.
Yep.
And like, but
Mouse and keyboard you can hook up to it.
Yeah.
Totally normal. They did. I watched I think in the Linus video that I linked to you guys.
yeah.
It sounded like they were originally before, because they announced this before the RAM apocalypse and the AI apocalypse on hardware.
Yeah.
They were targeting 800, which would have been a lot more palatable.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, we've been talking about this, right? Like, once the AI shit kicked in and the hardware prices went up, it's like we knew it was going to be $1,000, and
Yeah.
in this case, it's even a little more over. It does hurt its place in the market. It's
I
hard
think
to
it
defend
flops.
it. It's hard to defend
I don't
it.
think that this is going to be a success for them.
Yeah,
For me,
it's unfortunate.
I talked about this in the Discord, but I think it got lost in the sauce, and they tried to do this thing to like entice like console gamers to come over, and like this was like their like kind of console hybrid machine, but it ended up where all they really did was develop a budget PC, which exists.
Yeah.
and there are actual like better versions of that already out. So for me, I think it's not going to quite land with either the console market or
The PC.
the PC market either. Like, I think they're both not going to feel like it's going to do what they want it to do, and in turn, they became master of none in this situation, and so I think it flops.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think it does too. I think their controller is fucking awesome. Everything I've seen about that thing looks amazing. It's just, this is the power of subsidizing hardware that Sony has, which, I mean, when you stack this thing up against, I think it's a little more powerful from what I've seen than a base PS5, but way underpowered compared to a PS5 Pro.
PS5 Pro is selling at $300 cheaper.
Yeah, and
So
that's
it's-
and like not only that, but you can get like used PS5s for like $200.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like it's really hard. I mean that Sony.
It's comparable with like top end 6-year-old hardware.
That's just it.
Yeah.
The PlayStation launched that long ago.
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the point that Linus made in that video, which I think it's totally valid to bring up. If you're looking at it and you take the life cycle of like a console generation, but I guess let me make this point after, but you take the life cycle of a console generation, I think your total cost of ownership, they broke it down, is actually a little less because you don't have like the PlayStation Plus subscription and you're not at the hand of Sony. But the idea that Steam summer sales, like PlayStation does, from what I've seen, they actually have a bunch of sales. Like those
Yeah.
games are on for free. Like they've gotten pretty aggressive in offering like free content, and you get a pretty decent suite of games.
They have like
accessible to
summer
Sony.
sales. They have big.
Yeah,
I think that only
I think
makes
5 years ago it
sense.
sucked, but apparently it's gotten really good.
I think that argument really only truly lands if this came out at the same time as
That's just it.
PS5.
Because once the PS6 comes out, I'm assuming it's
gonna be more powerful.
way more
Yeah.
powerful, and for less.
And for
Probably.
probably
I think we're targeting
somewhere-
$1,000.
anything, I think anywhere from 750 to 1,000. I'd be surprised if it's over that.
I think it's $9.99.
Yeah.
I just don't. I mean, that's such a loss of money. But that's just it. You have now hardware that
Yeah.
competes with 6-year-old hardware for more, a lot more.
For a couple of years.
And it's exactly.
And then
And so you get 8
Then
years
it's
into this
outdated.
thing, is like, are you really
Yeah.
playing games? What I
Like,
think
you're only buying this if you're like a Steam fanboy. I
Yeah.
feel like. Or if you just like, like if you like those niche things and you want to say you have one. But
okay. Let's play devil's advocate. All right?
what does that hat look like?
I
by the
know.
way?
It's like
It's a big boy hat.
it's
it's
It's a
button back.
it's
Yeah.
got a
back, too.
massive caveat.
I'm
Okay?
thinking like it's like a pan. like a walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Got a handle on both
Perfect for
sides.
gaming subjects.
Yeah.
I was playing around with this. Could you see, as a dad, could you see yourself buying it for your kids as as a computer? So let me set up the example that I
No.
want to provide here. It's basically, it's got SteamOS, so you think of it, it's not Windows, so think of it like it's going to be a Chromebook, so you can access the internet. Your kids can log in, go do their homework on their websites, check their grades, do all the stuff that without having like full access to a full PC. That they can access the a browser and things like that, and do that kind of stuff, not download heavy applications and shit like that, which they wouldn't be doing in school. And then also at the same time play games with you. Like if you wanted to play a Steam game and she had her own account, like she could play games. And does it serve that market to you?
No.
No.
I feel like I can kind of talk myself
be
into it,
more
but I have
inclined
so much
to-
PC hardware.
Yeah, I mean you're in a different spot than I am, but I'd be more inclined to, like, if I'm thinking about it from the perspective of like my children, like I would still go console before I went.
Like you would buy
Steam.
their own PlayStation 5.
I
To
would,
play
yeah,
games
like
with you.
Nintendo or like,
Yeah.
there are other things that I would buy first before I went and got him a Steam machine.
And that might be a product of you being in the Sony ecosystem where
Yeah.
you're playing those games.
Well,
and you
I
have that life-
actually, my first thought would be like a Switch.
Nintendo.
Yeah, like I lean Nintendo when I think of children gamers.
Sure.
Like just,
For
just
nerds who build home labs.
So Valve simps is what you're saying, Millennial Ghost, and I don't think you're wrong. I think you're. Unfortunately, I know, and I wanted it because on its surface it does serve a purpose. I really do see, as some like you, okay. Hey Billy, I want to buy a PC. Like, what should I be looking at? Like,
Yeah.
as someone who doesn't follow hardware, when you go, even even going computer shopping, it's fucking overwhelming. I sent you guys example like i3, i5, i7, i9, RTX, GTX, Radeon. Like, what the fuck am I reading? What are these? There's like 12 things. This used to be called RAM. Now it's called memory. What is a terabyte hard drive? What or what are these numbers? Like, you have to know 12. You probably have to feel good about purchasing a new consumer hardware. For me, I would say if I knew nothing, it'd probably take you 10 hours of research to feel good about a decision.
Yeah.
Like that you made it. And I think that might be the niche that this originally served, which is at that $800 price range, is I want to play Steam games. I'm going to buy the Steam machine and I'm good to go. And I can get it up and run like the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy the Steam Deck. It's the Steam Deck. I don't need to know the specs and I can play Steam games. Wonderful. But now it's priced. It went over that 1,000 mark, which, and now you're going to take the comparison of other hardware just because you're in that price range. And now it's like, ooh, it's really underpowered. And Linus on day one already like built a PC without even doing like used hardware that beats in performance for less money. And so it's like, oh shit. So that's how powerful the subsidization model is of Sony. I mean, I would be curious to see how much they're actually losing per machine that they, especially the PS7.
They can get away with it because they historically don't make money on their consoles anyway.
Well, they lose it, yeah.
So they can create better machines for cheaper, and they will continue to do that. And I think that this, again, I'm not 100% sure of what their purpose was. But like if I'm looking at it from a perspective of trying to gain like new audiences, this isn't the machine that does that. Like, it's good for niche things, but ultimately it's not gonna sell in the way that like even the Steam Deck did. I don't think.
What I hope this does is what I would love to have in a perfect world is maybe the Steam machine was a way for them to monetize them developing Steam OS, which is amazing on Steam Deck, so that I could have 2 operating systems on my computer, where it's like, hey, when I turn on my computer and I want to play games, I launch into Steam OS and I get 15-20% more performance while playing my game, so because I'm not running Windows.
Yeah.
Right.
If we could do shit like that and you can sell me on that, bingo, bango, Django, baby, we're in business. I mean, think about it. Like
one says.
Think about that. Hey, you want to play games? All those games that are in your library, you could have a 20% performance boost.
Games.
I know, right?
You want to play 20% boosted games?
You want that juice, that 20% juice?
I
think
no,
that would be
for
enough,
sure, 100%.
You know? So I like what they're trying to do. This is just not it. And I it's not a bad machine. It's just aimed at a niche market of people. And I think what's funny, it's like it was not at all supposed to be a niche market. I think it was supposed to be the people that weren't there.
I think
that was the point of
they
it,
might get away with
unfortunately.
saying like, "Oh, it's just for a niche market of people," but that was not the intention.
Not at all.
When they started, I think that they wanted this to be the console killer.
Like, we can capture them with this bridge.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is I think Valve stands are like almost worse than Apple stands
Yeah.
because they just chomp off every single thing. Because the Steam machine was the thing years ago, and they never made a second one, and so them coming out with it is like, oh yeah, the Gabe Cube. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And good guy, good daddy Valve. Oh, thank you for. And it's kind of getting gross.
Good daddy Valve.
It's just like these people are out there, dude.
I ever heard somebody say that in real life, I would punch him in the face.
I just did.
So punch him.
Unironically. All right, fine.
Yeah. That's all I needed, motherfucker. Oh, it's unfortunate, man, because I really did. I think that purpose alone, getting people in that don't even have any interest in figuring out what hardware specs are, they just want to buy a computer to play games.
Yeah.
I think that is solely what they were trying to go here, and they priced those people out.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe. I mean, fuck, man. We pay $2,000 for phones. Who knows? I mean, I'll be very curious to see what the PS6
I get
launches
disgusted
at.
at that though too. To be
I know,
honest with
but
you.
we do it, right?
Because we have no choice.
Yeah.
I guess I could get a they make pay as you go phones for
or flip phone, burner phone.
I guess you
But-
need a new, cheaper PC with Linux. Buy a Steam machine. Yeah, I mean, but
You
what
know
you're
what-
buying is a lower performing machine. I don't know. It's
what
weird.
I
And then not include the controllers. That's a whiff.
yeah like
Yeah,
That just hurt because the
That's
narrative
you-
around that sucks.
that's you telling me that you don't want this to be played like a console.
I know.
It's just a PC at that point. It's just a budget PC that is just
not budget.
It is still when you compare it to PC prices, it's still budget prices, but it's an inferior tech
Yeah,
compared to what you would get on a console.
I think they should have raised the price to like 1,100 or whatever it would have been, and sold it with a controller. Just not even an option to not. And I know that this is like super counter to my original argument.
I was like, this
against
is the same
GTA,
thing with the GTA.
where it's like I love options, but again, I think the market of people you were serving is the people that just want to buy a plug and play thing, and now they go to your website and it's like, well, what? I don't really have do I need a controller? And it's just it adds a point of friction, and I don't know, but
I just
this
think,
is reflective of the world we live in. It's so hard to ship hardware right now.
like buying it for your. I could just how many parents do you think are gonna buy this for like their kids or something, and then realize that there's not even a controller? Like, ah, damn it! They gotta go buy a controller.
how do I play?
Yeah, or and then they have to like go plug in their like Sony controller, and it's like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Are you playing the PlayStation? Oh, you're playing.
I
It's just
just-
weird.
I just thought of when we were teenagers, and your grandpa got Matthew a PS3 game, but
We didn't have a PS3.
So, like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2009, Modern Warfare 2 was popping off. And you might have heard this story before, but I'll say it for the viewers. But it was like his brother got Modern Warfare 2 on PS3 on Christmas. and
Christmas
then
Eve.
Christmas Eve. So, like, in his head,
Yeah.
he's like, oh man, they're teasing that I'm going to get a PS3 because why would they give me a PC?
Yeah.
I don't have a PS3. And then, like,
They straight
so-
up had to pull us aside. We're
so
like,
they
you
had
are
to
not.
pull them aside, and your dad was like, "I really regret that I have to tell you this right now, but you were not
You were
getting
not getting a
And
PlayStation.
Matthews, he told me he still thought he's like, oh, he's just trying to throw me off the scent. And so all morning he was waiting for the PS3 to come out, even though he was already told he's not getting one. And then like they're done, presents are done, and he's still like waiting for that surprise. Be like, just kidding, and it never,
Never
showed
came.
up.
And it was, I don't even know if we got a PS3 that year. Matthew walked down to Kyle's house every day.
I had a PS3. He came to my house every single day to play Call of Duty.
His Call of Duty.
His
Yeah.
Call of Duty. We
It was
played
his game, his console.
And you know what? Our friendship really solidified that year. Yeah.
I
I don't know why
had-
that story is so funny to me.
I love that story.
When I was a kid,
I
used-
just never forget. Sorry, but I'll just never forget my dad's like, you guys are not getting like, I don't know how to say this, but like, you're not getting a PS3. So like, Grandpa fucked up. Okay, like he literally said shit like that.
let me level with you.
Yeah,
And then Matthew did still in the back of his head be like, nah, they're just trying to throw me off.
He's lying.
Sorry, go ahead.
One Christmas, I used to play Guitar Hero on my controller. I never had the guitar, right? And one Christmas,
What?
You would. He would.
That's insane. Didn't it come with the fucking guitar?
No. Why even buy it?
you could play it with a controller, and I was good at it. All the face buttons are.
Let me
part
guess.
of-
When you finally got the guitar, you didn't even like it.
No, well, the
You weren't
similar
as
thing
good.
happened. I had Guitar Hero on Xbox, and my parents bought me the PS3 guitar,
Oh
And
no!
so I had to open it up, and I don't remember.
You know how to tell them? You're like, hey,
I was like, oh.
but you guys fucked up.
I was like, this, I can't use this. And then, yeah.
Did they return it and get you the right one?
I think I threw a little bit of a fit.
Can I be honest? I don't know about your parents. I'm a little disappointed at how utterly just a total lack of interest that they had in like something that we were so passionate about. Like the fact that how the fuck do you buy the wrong console hardware? Like take 1% interest in what we're doing. I know how many times I try to get my dad to play a game with me. Oh fuck, Billy. We gotta really play Madden, and he'd fall asleep playing Madden and shit. It's like, dude, just play a fucking game. So it's the difference between this and a board game. This total lack of interest, dude. Like, come on, 1% of effort.
I can't relate. At least with my dad. I was very
Yeah, your
fortunate that my dad was into all the same nerd shit that I was. So at least in that regard, that was never an issue. Now skateboarding, my dad had absolutely no, connection to in any way. But he would straight up watch the X Games with me, and he'd be asking me the whole time, like, "Was that good?" And something like, "Yeah, it was really good, Dad."
You don't even know.
So like my dad, he always,
That's good.
that type of thing, he would never. He never would have missed out.
I think about I was in 6th grade playing Guild Wars online in Ventrilo with like 20 adults. And my parents had no fucking clue what I was doing. Now, it was awesome, and there was never a point where it was like, what the fuck's going on? Because I was just like really mature for my age. But like, you would never do that with your kids.
If my underage child is about to play a game online, she's not playing that unless I'm in there with her.
You're not letting her join comms, like at that
Roblox.
age. What are you in 6th grade? Are you fucking like
No.
12, 11 years old? Like, I don't
11?
know.
That's not.
It's wild.
But also, we were the first generation
I know.
that.
But so wouldn't you be curious
This
about
is
it?
all new. For like they just didn't
Online
understand
games,
that.
yeah, it was like literally
My
created
dad's always been
in our
about
life.
computers, so he knew about this stuff. But like that just wasn't super common. Like
Yeah.
nobody had smart people didn't know about it because like
But I was gaming in the living room with my shitty $3 headset.
there he is
Talking to adults.
talking to those computers again.
Yeah, and I guarantee you I pissed everyone off because like the TV was on in the background. My fucking microphone probably was
Yeah.
on
And you're like,
always.
"Hey,
oh
hey,
yeah, you know.
I used to
What's
play
up,
my
what's up?
PS3 in the living room.
Yeah.
On the living room TV.
Yeah.
I had a CRT up in my room, but like it looked better on. Actually,
And it
we
was
had
bigger.
a big box
You had
CRT,
enormous.
but it was still a big size. And so like I used to play like in the living room, like online with a Bluetooth headset that like
The 1 year
one
fucking
one year
worst thing ever.
Bluetooth,
Free with the PS3.
worst quality ever.
It only played the audio, right? Not even the game, I don't think.
It didn't play. It
Yeah.
only played comps.
Yeah.
See,
That's
that's,
all you
how
could
I
do.
got
That's-
used to it.
I didn't even want you to use that as an example. It's disgusting. It's an abomination of hardware.
I remember the first time I got a pair of Turtle Beaches, I was like, my life has changed forever.
I can hear every footstep. Like search and destroy is my
The
bitch.
game is in my ears. It's incredible. Circa 2010.
But yeah, it's like I look back and I'm like, parents didn't give a fuck about it. I mean, I dropped like 1,000 hours of my childhood, at that point, in a game that hell they don't even remember the name of. It's like,
Oh, what is it?
remember that game I used to play? Yeah, it was Build Wars, like,
Billy.
like Barnwood Billies. No,
Guild Wars.
Battletoads.
It's just weird. If I had a kid that showed even a modicum of interest in something, I feel like I would like try to.
I wonder if we're
Be
gonna have our own
interested.
version of that.
I guarantee it. When like Skibbity Toilet, or
Roblox.
like, or when your kid wants to grind Fortnite for the 1,000th time, you're like, yeah, she's fucking.
I've
log on."
seen some of these younger kids play Roblox, and I'm like, I don't get it, and I don't like. I mean, I understand it's a game, but it's like
It's weird.
it's so low quality,
I know.
So low effort.
but they eat it up.
Yeah, we got a whole. There's like 20 different parenting things that I'm very nervous about of like how I'm going to handle. But the reality is, with how much AI is changing, like any decision I try to make of like I'm gonna handle this way is gonna be wrong because it's not gonna exist in the same way that it does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it just doesn't.
I know nobody is perfect, and everything, including raising children, is trial and
We're
error.
all learning.
You know.
Yeah, I do like that schools are starting to totally ban phones.
Yeah.
I think that's a no brainer.
Technology, man, it's that whole with great power comes great responsibility. And if you're a child, you I'm sorry, you don't have responsibility yet. Like you can't
Might
like,
think you do, but yeah, you
yeah,
don't.
you don't really. I even like I don't know. It takes a certain amount of life experience before you can make decisions comfortably.
And even
like
then,
that. Even
you
then,
still mess up.
I'm still learning.
I just want to do fun things with my kids. I want to be that family that like goes on camping trips and like they talk about like the experiences they had and stuff like that. And I don't want to be like just that iPad family that just
Go play on your
veges
iPad.
out all day every day. And it's harder said than done.
Yeah, no,
But-
no doubt, especially with how expensive everything seemingly is. But here we are. It'll be interesting to see how AI changes everything, and I don't know. I want to definitely expose my kids to technology. I want to do it in a way that gives them freedom.
I don't want
But
them to be
also-
technology illiterate.
Yeah,
But I also want to again just handle it with care.
Yeah.
And
especially I have a girl. That's
Well-
a different. I know it shouldn't be, but it fucking is. You know what I mean? I
Well,
know how these losers are. These grown ass men in Discord, like a girl joins the server. It's
Is
like,
that a
oh
woman?
God, dude. Yeah, no shit. Like everybody, guys who haven't spoken in 4 hours on the mic. Hey, how are you? And it's like, oh God, what
this
the
is
fuck are we
my
doing?
Cinderella moment.
Yeah.
like
What the fuck are we doing?
Well, like, can you imagine when we were teenagers, the stupid ideas in our head? Now you have like
AI to create it.
AI to like either feed into it or like, yeah, here's some ideas on how to melt down.
Yeah.
Or, like,
I want to
We were-
cyberbully my neighbor.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like also we were yes, we had technology, but we didn't have social media in the way that it exists now. So a lot of things that we got to learn from like by making mistakes, being stupid, being, just being young dumb teenager, it wasn't like it was formative for the rest of our life. Like it was like here's a lesson learned based on how I behaved here.
yeah,
Nowadays, like you're screwed.
it's
'cause
been filmed.
it's
It's
been
going to be
filmed,
with you.
It's trending. It's all over. You get cyberbullied. Like it's just like it's a whole different ballgame. It's like kids don't get the chance to make mistakes as kids anymore.
Yeah.
So
I know. Well, I see these like YouTube shorts where they'll do a nostalgia 90s high school, and they play that like playground laugh, like sad music, where it's like kids playing on a playground. It's like the noises from a playground.
yeah.
Like if you close your eyes and think about it, you can hear it. And they'll put like this sad thing to it, and it'll be clips from just people in the 90s like going to high school, and you're like, whoa.
Even early 2000s. Like
Yeah, it's like you're already nostalgia tripping on shit that's not even
Yeah.
that old. The crazy one that I was talking about ad nauseum this weekend, and I don't know why it kept coming up, but go back and watch like a red carpet from 1995 or 1985 even. Everyone you see, like all these top A-list celebrities, they look like human beings. You watch this shit now, they all look the same.
yeah.
Everybody has the same teeth. Everybody's got the same
They all
Botox.
got the same doctor.
They got
They all
the
got the
same
same,
Botox.
like-
They got the same. There's no individual. It's like everyone agreed. Like, what's the standard of beauty? Let's walk towards that. And I just look at these people and I'm like, you're molded. Like you don't look like a person. You look like no one that I know in my real everyday life. Like
Yeah.
you're an abstraction.
Yeah.
And I go back and you watch like the shit from the 80s and 90s, and you're like, it's
Even early
fucking
2000s.
humans. Yeah, even the early 2000s.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's what people look like. It's
Yeah.
weird, man. God, it's weird.
I saw this video, and I normally don't like get too affected by these types of things. But it was like this video is just like this guy was sitting on the porch and he's like about my age. And he sees this portal to his childhood and he's like looking at it and it looks very clearly like what you remember in your head what like early 2000s feel like. And he's like getting ready. He like stands up and he's getting excited. He's about to go through it. And then like he looks over and he sees like a little girl run up and it's his daughter. And then he like kind of looks at it. He just kind of nods at it and picks up his daughter and goes inside. And that one really affected me when I watched it. And I was like, okay, so that yes, like I feel nostalgic about these things, but I would not,
You wouldn't trade it.
I wouldn't trade it for the life I'm living now.
I don't even
you
know
know.
what decisions I'd redo. Like if I were to go back, I
For
don't know
me,
how
it
much
wouldn't be about
different.
redoing decisions. It would just be about like experiencing that again.
Yeah.
Like
You know what
there is something to be said like about like the just like the magic of like childhood, like how like we were just hanging out every day outside. Like there
The
was
free time.
there's hardly any days that ever went by that we didn't hang out for hours. Like that was pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Pretty much every day.
Yeah, and the
You
days
know.
felt longer.
The days felt longer.
I don't know what it is, but everybody says this, but like every year I get older, I blink. I feel like we record this podcast every other day.
Yeah.
I sometimes feel like that. It's like, holy shit, it's already Tuesday. We're going. Like it feels like I just saw you guys, and I feel like every other day at work is either Monday or Friday. It's like, what the fuck is going on? My life is at light speed.
Yeah.
I don't know how to slow it down.
It increases when you have kids too. And
Tell me
every
about it.
like your child transitions into next stage of childhood without you noticing, and it just feels like it just like you wake up one morning and all of a sudden they're in their next phase.
Yep.
And then you're immediately nostalgic over the previous phase.
Yep.
And then you're nostalgic over the previous phase, and then next thing you know they transition into the next phase, and then you're nostalgic over the phase that they were just in, and then you realize you're in this vicious cycle of not just appreciating their current phase. And so you have to constantly tell yourself like, no, just enjoy the moment, just enjoy what's happening now. Otherwise you get too obsessed about what's already happened. It's a crazy weird thing to have to deal with. I'm dealing with that right now. I'm like picturing like I'll see pictures of my daughter like just from like this time last year, and you don't know, you don't think about it, but and like, oh, that's a different girl. Like that's a different, and it's crazy how that happens.
Yeah, I'm at
like,
the phase where I looked 2 weeks ago and I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Where'd you get that role?
And it's
Yeah.
because it is. I actually kidnapped your daughter
Yeah.
and replaced her with a.
Wow, that'd be.
Yes.
What if every night when we go to sleep, everybody gets kidnapped and replaced with an exact replica
Yeah.
By Kyle.
by
But
Kyle?
I'm like Santa, but
Well, it's wild, man.
no.
But you know what? It's a fun ride. It is a
Therefore,
fun ride.
I don't think I will be pre-ordering GTA 6.
You're right. I don't know if I were to go back and redo a decision. I think if I decided to go to college, which I honestly don't know if I would, knowing what I know now, I would have not done it the way that I did it. I would have gone all in on having a true college experience, by like doing the dorms and stuff like that, and then like really separating, because I think that I don't feel like I went to college. I really don't. I feel like I just
Well, you
faked my way through classes and graduated.
showed up
Like-
for tests,
Yeah,
you know.
and like I like it was like this thing I did, but I didn't go to college. I listen to, because I'm in a very professional world now, and it's like all these people who have masters, and I mean we even have mathematicians on our team, and so it's data scientists and stuff. Like they had a college experience, and I don't know if it necessarily would. I don't even know if I want that, but if I made the decision to go to college, I would seek that out. That's one change I would make. Other than that, like I don't know. My fucking life's awesome. I love it. So
That's the thing. Like even things that I think about, like would I have done this? Like there's some things where like would I have done this differently? Would I have approached this differently? But um, I have a really good family.
Yeah.
You know, I got beautiful children, and ultimately, good or bad, every decision I made led to that. So. is
I
what
would
it
have
is.
invested in Nvidia.
I would do
I would
so
have bought
much
Bitcoin
different.
when it was selling at 6 cents.
You would have done so much different.
No, I was trying to be like
Oh,
the.
Starting with
The-
never.
You're putting
talk
on
to
your hat.
your walk.
I am so depressed in life. I have no kids. I have no.
No
I'm happy about
opportunity.
myself.
I'm happy
Um,
that you're our friend. Yeah, I
yeah.
consider you a part of that too. And any decision I make because of the butterfly effect could ultimately land.
Impacts you.
I
No,
never would have started
exactly, like-
working in the job that I worked where I met you because I never would have pushed myself to do something more professional if I wasn't with my wife.
And you wouldn't have done that job in the first place if you didn't go to school
So like,
because the recruiter was there.
Yeah, the question I get a lot, like when I tell people I'm an only child, they'll be like, "Oh, do you wish you had siblings?" I tell them, "Yeah, but like I like who I am now, and I know if I had siblings, I wouldn't be that person."
You also are the least only child I've ever met in my life. It like, truthfully, I actually
Thank
make
you.
this joke all the time. Like, adults over 50, you know exactly which ones don't have kids, exactly which ones, because like they'll tell you that raising a cat is just as hard as kids, and you're like, oh yeah, you're an idiot.
sure.
And then it's like, oh, you get up, 3 times a night, for
I have to
years
feed
with
them
your kids. Yeah.
daily.
Yeah, you do that with
You
your,
don't
you do that with your cat. Oh, he scratched your couch. You're right. That's just the same. Um, and I also, it's very quick you can very quickly identify who's an only child. But you are like the least only child
Under the
I've ever
radar.
met. Yeah, you're a sleeper only child.
Yeah, it only comes
It's a
out.
sleeper build.
I don't know
he
when, but it
reveals
comes
it.
out.
It comes out when your parents get you a Xbox.
Yeah.
Or a PlayStation guitar when you have an Xbox.
It's the
or
wrong
guitar.
one.
That's when your only child comes out.
Gentlemen, anything else we wanted to chat about tonight?
No.
New thumbnail. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
I hope you all
Hope
took
you
a
take
moment
it
to
It
in.
was
soak
good.
that in.
Appreciate it.
Made
that
me
was
look
fun.
like I was so pro GTA.
Pro pay to win.
Yeah.
That's,
Pro-
that's what I was
Yeah.
dying laughing. I'm not kidding. I fucking was like so loud laughing. I was like it got me so good because he's like looking right at it. Pay to win, and it's like, what was it? Hyped. Was
Yeah.
right.
And then
at it.
disappointed.
I'm like, this guy's not even buying it pre-order. And then the other one was black and white. Disappointed or whatever. Betrayed or what? I forget.
It was betrayed.
Betrayed.
I was laughing.
Hyped
so
and betrayed.
hard. Thank you. But it's just so good.
That's so funny.
Oh, Dylan, where can people find us?
Right here, almost every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, where we come at you live and in color. Leave a like, subscribe, follow us.
Just that. That's what I
OBS is disconnected.
thought. Love it. Gotta love it. 0 drop frames though, and we're reconnected.
There we
We're
go.
back
All right.
live.
Well, yeah, come join us.
And remember, with a good KD, you get the dub.
Bye.
Bye.